Hello guys, Chinson here, and I'm so very grateful for all the subscribers. I'll continue to improve my content as time goes on, just for you guys. Let's go see what these entitled parents are up to today. Not that I'm expecting much from them, to be honest with you. Daughter claimed I raped her because I wouldn't sleep with her. I posted this 2 days ago, but it was removed for some reason, so you may have already read it. A little backstory: I am 19-year-old male, and I live with my parents. I was born female, but began transitioning 6 years ago. I am on hormone, and I have beard and my top surgery, so if people didn't know me before my transition, they don't know I'm transgender. I have been with my boyfriend for 3 years now. Daughter and entitled mom didn't know I was trans, or that I was gay and had a boyfriend. Me? You already know who. Daughter, 17-year-old girl with huge breasts. EM co-worker of my dad. My dad had organized a BBQ and had invited his co-workers. It was mostly adults, except for me and daughter. So, daughter asked me to go to my room to watch a movie, because the adults were boring. I didn't really mind and agreed. I didn't realize at the moment, but the shirt she was wearing showed half of her breast. I let her choose the movie because I didn't really care. I went to sit on my bed, taking my cell phone out of my pocket. Before the film even started, she sat right next to me and took her shirt off. Me: wow, what are you doing? Put your shirt back on. Daughter: come on, I saw you oogling my boobs. I know you want it. Me: really uncomfortable. I'm sorry, but I'm really not interested. And before I could finish my sentence, she was trying to get on top of me, but I panicked and pushed her away. I probably pushed too hard because she fell from the bed. Daughter: F you. I'm gonna go tell everyone that you raped me, you disgusting perv. Wow, this lady has her priorities straight, doesn't she? And before I could do anything, she got out of my room, without her shirt on, screaming that I raped her. She left her shirt on my bed. I followed her, but she was now crying in the middle of the backyard, her mother holding her. Now, I probably shouldn't have done that, but went towards her and her mother to try to calm her down. As soon as I got close enough, her mother launched herself to the ground and began screaming that I pushed her. Several guests were now calling the police, and 2 guys tackled me to the ground. I was freaking out, and it took me several moments to comprehend what had happened. I tried explaining it, but it was too late, and the guys that were pinning me to the ground didn't listen to me or my parents, who were trying to get my version of the story. The police arrived 10 minutes later and just listened to entitled mom and daughter version of the story before cuffing me and taking me away. I spent the night in the cell at the police post before they let me go, because some guests told them that they saw that I didn't push entitled mom to the ground, and my parents telling them that it was biologically impossible for me to rape someone. Entitled mom and daughter still pressed charge against me, still not knowing I was trans. When I arrived in court, I saw that they didn't even get a lawyer, deciding to do it themselves. Needless to say, when the girl told the judge that the sexual assault included penetration, the judge immediately took my side. Several of the guests also testify how they saw the mother launch herself to the ground. I won easily, and entitled mom and entitled daughter had to give me $9 grand. I still remember their faces when they learned that I didn't have a dick. It was priceless. But I just want to put this story behind me more than anything else now. Okay, I don't know if you guys ever seen or read Rising of a Shield Hero. It's a good show in my opinion, but this post reminded me of it. Situation is kinda ironic. Toys R Us kid thinks he owns my phone. I haven't heard that name in a very long time. So, before we start, this was before the closing of Toys R Us. Oh, well, never mind then. So don't go at me in the comment section for that. So I used to work at a Toys R Us in a small town. If you didn't know, Toys R Us does giveaways timed during the holiday seasons, if you're a member of their club. Now, I was the one in charge of this giveaway. Now, I was still new to this job, considering I had only been working there for about a month. So let's get into it. This giveaway was kind of bigger than the other ones we usually do. The prize were some Lego City set, another a Thomas the Train pack of 2 toys, and some robot dog thing. Once the people started to pile up around the giveaway table, we began pulling names. First name gets pulled, and we have no problem. I think I remember them taking the Lego set. We draw the next one, in comes Entitled Mom and Entitled Child. I had recently upgraded to the iPhone XR, which I had been saving up for a while, considering I worked at Toys R Us. It wasn't quite easy to get. That day, I had sort of been on an autopilot mode for a while, and I had at some point set my $800 phone on the table of giveaway items. Now, once Entitled Mom came up to grab the item Entitled Child had wanted, she started to grab the robot dog toy. Nope, Entitled Child screams to the top of her lungs, "I want that phone, Mommy!" Right as Entitled Child said this, I got confused. I look around me and at the giveaway table, seeing my phone being taken by Entitled Mom. Right as she did so, I tried to calmly tell her, "Oh no, I'm so sorry, that's my phone." I expected her to hand it back, and most people would. Common courtesy, don't steal. Boy, was I wrong. Entitled Mom begins to start fuming. I mean, bright red face with balled fist. I never felt like somebody wanted to kill me more. She then proceeds to talk to me in a time that I can only describe as menacing. She then said to me, "Well, if it's on the table, it isn't." I then proceed for the next few minutes just trying to show proof that it was mine. I even showed her my password. Right after that, boom, she throws her phone right at Entitled Child, and she is ecstatic. Now, I don't want to take candy from a baby, but that candy was mine. I tried to explain to Entitled Mom to please get my phone back from Entitled Child before she breaks it. Entitled Mom proceeds to go back at me for being a, and I quote, "sexist dog." I had known this lady for about 10 minutes and she's stealing my phone. And she gets to call me sexist dog. After that, she tries to tell me the website said giveaway, so you are giving this away. I responded with, "Yes, this is a giveaway, but that is my property. I paid for it." She then tells Entitled Child to go to the car. Mind you, this kid is like 5 years old, and she's letting her go into a parking lot alone. I then have no other choice than just to run to the kid. This is where the chaos starts. I run after Entitled Child to grab my phone from her. I stop her kindly and said, "Honey, that's my phone." Tantrum time. Entitled Child shouts at the top of her lungs, "But I want it, so it's mine." I just try and grab it from her hands, but Entitled Mom comes over and literally shove me away from her. Entitled Mom chooses to say, "You raped my child." I am in shock at that moment, cause I have no idea what to do. I just respond with, "Give me my phone back." She then has the audacity to say, "You youth don't even need them." I am over 25 years old. I then respond with, "If you want your child to have a phone, go buy her one. She doesn't need that one, it's mine." Entitled Mom then decides to grab Entitled Child's arm and literally drag her out of the store. They begin to run to their car, which thankfully I got the plate number of. We had to call the cops to get her. About 3 days later, she got caught, and I got my phone back. I like to think her jail time is worth that red iPhone XR. Post number 2, and already the rape word is getting thrown around like nothing. It's like the word is slowly losing its meaning. Entitled Mom wishes that her child was dying. Okay, this is a little messed up. I was 10 years old and I was at Disney World for my birthday. It was going to rain, so my dad agreed to let me meet one more character before we could go into a shop to wait out the storm. Florida has loads for 10-minute storms. I choose Marie from Aristocats. I had never seen the movie, but I had a Marie stuffed animal. The line is quite long, but hey, it was my 10th birthday. So me and my dad are in line behind a woman and her daughter. Elegy, little girl, was about 7. Little girl is whining and tugging on her mother's sleeve. Mommy, what is taking so long? I want to see the kitty. I know, honey, you will see the kitty soon, said entitled mother. I look over my shoulder and I see a young girl in a wheelchair that allowed her to lay down. I consider myself a friendly person and I love making new friends, so I wave at the little girl. She smiles at me and I notice that she is wearing a Make-A-Wish shirt, and so is the rest of the family. I quickly understand the situation and I am glad as I see her making her way to the front of the line. Suddenly, entitled mom turns around and looks at my dad, rolling her eyes. Sometimes I wish my daughter was like that so we can skip the lines. Excuse me, my dad said. You know it would be so nice to have an excuse to go with the front. My dad was extremely offended because his uncle has cerebral palsy and my uncle's wife has spina bifida, and my dad's favorite cousin died young of cystic fibrosis. He turned away from her and starts having a conversation with me to change the subject, but entitled mom was not done. Sir, you are being very rude, ignoring us. My dad ignores her. Maybe if your daughter was like that, then you would understand that it's a blessing in disguise. Absolutely not. My dad was furious. He continued to ignore her and she eventually gave up on finishing the conversation. All I have to say is that I hope is that the sick little girl is in peace and that they have learned how to act from someone other than her mother. Seriously though, that mother is such a dog. Like, some people would love to be healthy, but of course you wish your daughter to have a disease. Like, come on. I swear, these parents take things for granted sometimes. That will be all from me for today. These posts kinda got on my nerve, honestly. Especially the one where the parents want her kid to have something that is a huge struggle for money. I don't know about you guys, but oof, they're slowly getting to me. Nevertheless, I'll be back tomorrow with more Reddit reads. Have a nice day, guys.